Hello and welcome to BUZ Banter. I'm Mo.
I'm Sam.
And, well, it's award season. And, well, as of the time that we're actually recording this, the Oscar and Razzie nominations just came out. So since you've got the two of us, we'll give you our breakdown of what we think are going to win, our predictions, and why they deserve the spot that they deserve. I'll be talking about the Oscars, and Sam here.
I'll be talking about the Razzies.
So, for the Best Picture category, I'm actually having a hard time deciding between two of the movies on this list. I'm torn between Zero Dark 30 and Lincoln.
Well, irregardless of your wrong decision-making, we should go to the Razzies now. So, we have many bad movies this year, but, you know, these five are particularly bad. I really can't decide. Really, they all kind of deserve it. I really think they should just give them all the award for Worst Picture. If I have to give the edge to anything, it's possibly Battleship, simply because it's from a freaking board game. It's a movie based on a board game. It's a Hasbro board game. Board game!
So in the Best Director category, you've got a nice little listing. Spielberg looks like he's the shoo-in to win it for Lincoln. Like, Spielberg seems to be the one that it's going to. I would like to see it go to either Ang Lee for Life of Pi, or to the director of Beasts of the Southern Wild, because he did a fantastic job.
Well, on to the worst directors. It's really, once again, just total wash. It could really go to anyone. It's really anybody's ballgame on who's going to win worst director. I mean, immediately that comes to mind is the Sean Anders, because he's been so terrible with his Happy Madison movies, and That's My Boy is really no exception.
So, Best Actress in a Leading Role for the Oscars. Again, interesting list. For this one, I would actually like to see it go to Silver Linings Playbook. Simply because, you know what, the movie, surprisingly really enjoyable. So, and you know what, she did a great job in the role. I would love to see her win it.
Well, back onto the worst list. This is going to be indicative of the whole Razzies, but once again, a total wash.
I think that's the point of the Razzies. It's supposed to be a total wash.
Well, I don't know. Some of them I don't think deserved it. Well, not this year. But anyways, the one I think is going to be the surprise dark horse, simply because she looks like a horse. But Barbra Streisand might actually win it.
So, Best Actor in a Leading Role. This one's going to Lincoln. No doubt about it. Like, it would be a shocking upset if it went to anyone except Lincoln. That actor's name is Lincoln now. He's fantastic.
Anyways, so in the ever-ensuing battle within the Razzies, Adam Sandler and Eddie Murphy continually battle each other for gaining the most nominations and the most wins. Who's going to win in the Worst Actor category? Will it be Eddie Murphy? Will it be Adam Sandler? Will it be Tyler Perry? Will he be the surprise dark horse? Will it be Nicolas Cage, the surprise ghost dark horse? We shall see.
That was a terrible joke. Best Supporting Actress. I'm giving it to Helen Hunt for The Sessions. It was a really heartwarming story, and she did a fantastic job in it. Great amount of kudos. I didn't think I could have that much respect for someone in that profession, but there it is.
Speaking of fantastic jobs, during the Worst Supporting Actress, I just have to zero down on Rihanna for Battleship, simply because her lines were no more than maybe 2 words, except for maybe 1. And that was it.
And out of just that, she managed to be the worst out of the supporting actresses?
I think because of that, she was the worst.
That takes talent. And not the good kind.
But talent.
So, Best Actor in a Supporting Role. Actually, I'm torn in 3 pieces on this one. You have Philip Seymour Hoffman, who was incredible in The Master. Then you have Robert De Niro, who did a very good job in Silver Linings Playbook. And the big one, however, it has to be for Lincoln again. My God, he was fantastic. Tommy Lee Jones was just great.
Back onto the worst supporting actor. Oh, who to pick? Who to pick? I don't know, maybe the two who are from the same movie. Because apparently Vanilla Ice is still doing movies and they're still terrible. And Nick Swartzen is still the lackey of Adam Sandler.
Vanilla Ice is still alive?
He's in real estate.
Wow. So, best music original score, just because, well, apparently ensemble cast isn't a thing.
Not for the Oscars, at least.
We have, in the running, you have Lincoln, which, again, I loved, but the difference between Lincoln and the other things on the list, because I wanted to give this to Skyfall until I saw Lincoln, was Lincoln's musical score evokes emotion in and of itself. Whereas for everything else that's nominated, it plays counterpoint or sort of underlines the emotion that's already on screen.
So the best of the worst ensemble. Who to pick? Oh, I want to say Twilight, but they're just so obvious to pick on. It's just like that kid you just get tired of picking on. I guess I have to give it to Battleship just because, oh.
A board game?
It's a board game.
How do you have an ensemble cast for a goddamn board game? For Best Original Screenplay, I have to give it for Moonrise Kingdom. I am surprised that they aren't nominated for other categories as well, because it was a fantastic film. But as for its screenplay and, like, just everything about it, I loved it. It was a wonderful movie. Go and watch it. They deserve the original screenplay nod.
Well, as for worst screenplay, not original, just the worst. Battleship. There's nothing to make a screenplay from, it's a friggin' board game!
You actually had the sky's the limit, and you managed to screw that up.
It's a board game. The only one that's worse is 1,000 words, and the only reason why I say that is because a pen and paper solves it. Okay.
So, for Best Adapted Screenplay, I would like to give this to a couple of things, but I know it's going to Lincoln simply because I've seen the book, the Pulitzer Prize-winning book that the screenplay is based on, and the entire screenplay is based on 5 pages from the book. Just 5 pages. Yeah, it's going to Lincoln.
Okay, so I got the worst remake, sequel, and rip-off, yeah. And there's been a lot of them. So I'm surprised they're able to knock it down to like 5. That's probably the most shocking ever, but I don't know, I guess. Twilight, just because I haven't picked on them in a while. Really, it could be anybody, but...
We're professionals like that. It's like, if we haven't picked on you in a while, you're our choice. That's how we judge.
They can't get uppity. You can't let them get uppity.
We were nominated, but we didn't win, so we're not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Just a little.
So, now on to Best Animated Feature Film. Actually, quite a few really good ones in here. Surprised to see Pirates Band of Misfits on here. However, we have Paranorman, Brave, and Wreck-It Ralph. Now, we loved all 3 of these films. Out of all of them, I really enjoyed Wreck-It Ralph because of its core message, which was not everyone can do everything, but you should be able to find your place with what your role is, which was a great message. I love it. Brave, however, is probably the one that's going to take it because beginning to end, that movie was entertaining. It was a wonderful ride. It had great characters, great development, great story, great jokes, all of it. It just all around, it's the better movie. It's going to Brave.
On the darker side of notes, I have been given the task of worst on-screen couple. Really, it's Joy and anyone from Jersey Shore just because they're terrible human beings.
What, really? Like, Taylor Lautner and the little girl, pedophilia doesn't make that
That's
list?
a case for the police, not for us.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyways, it's the Jersey Shore, the people who literally ruined an entire, like, area of New Jersey.
Those are my Oscar picks for this little bit of the Oscars. Now, there's obviously a lot more awards. We just focused on a bit of the main ones, the ones that we really enjoy, and the stuff that we were actually able to see. And the stuff that we actually have some knowledge about, because, quite frankly, screen editing, nah, don't know anything about it.
We did all mine. Mine's all on the videos.
Yeah.
There's nothing extra for me.
Yeah, that's the Razzies all right there. Right in that area. That's all Razzie. He sucks. Now, in any case, please don't forget to watch the Oscars. It should be an interesting televised event on the 24th of February. We will be watching there, and you'll see a video on like the actual winners and that sort of thing.
The raspberries are not televised. They're just kind of announced. They'll be announced first. I win.
By one day. It's not impressive.
Do I really need to quote Vin Diesel to you?
No, you don't need to vote. You don't need to Vin Diesel me.
Exactly.
That's okay. But yeah, that's us for our best and worst of the last year, according to the critics, the people who get paid a lot more than we do for the same job.
I personally think they're right on a lot of these.
In any case, thanks for watching. I'm Mo.
I'm Sam.
You've been watching BUZ Banter. Don't forget to follow us on our parent website at boxofficebuzz.com. We've got the Twitters and the Facebooks and all that below. Also check below for the links for the total list for the Oscars, and if you want to review everything else on the Razzies, it's also there. In any case, don't forget to like and subscribe, and yada 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 spiel. See ya!